kind of energy, enthusiasm, and great talent, guys, go out to our website, www.avradio.org, and go to the Artist Spotlight of the Week, and you will find the lovely Verity White right there. Read her bio. Click on that photograph. It will take you to her site, and let her know you heard all about her right here on American Veterans Radio, WAVR, or as we're better known around the world as AVR. Now, what's really kind of exciting is not only can I talk about her, can I play her lovely music, but I have Verity White right now, live from the UK, joining us in the world. Verity, thank you so much for joining the show.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute pleasure. I am so thrilled to be played on AVR and even more thrilled to be your Artist Spotlight of the Week. It really is such an honor. I can't tell you.
You know, and I know that we all kind of connect differently, when it comes to music and that, but when I listened to you, when I heard you, and I got to admit, I read a little bit about you too. So you had you had acting background, which I really find really kind of cool, because especially when you get into musicals and stuff like that.
Thank you.
But I also noticed that you had presence. Does that make sense? You just had presence.
I think a lot of people have said oh, you've got this presence, and I guess when it comes from within you, maybe you find that really odd. I certainly find that really odd, because it's inherently it's part of who I am.
Sure.
I've always had that about me. I've always had quite a varied and mixed and interesting upbringing, and I think that shows in a performance, whatever you're performing. You bring that energy and emotion into whatever you're doing.
So you're telling me that is not just because you're acting, that is literally you.
Yeah, no, that's 100% me. I don't think it's necessarily about acting so much. People have said that, you're really amazing, at conveying emotion, but I genuinely think that's just because I've lived through lots of different varied things in my life in a way that's a good thing and a way that's also a bad thing, maybe. But it gives you that depth of character that allows you to portray something other people can latch to and find sort of sense of purpose, sense of emotion in. And I think that's really important, whatever you're doing artistically.
Yeah, and I have to agree with that. I mean, I've been accused of quote unquote being a loudmouth to some people and being a very opinionated person out there, and then saying, going, "Hey, Jim, we just like that you are who you are," and that's what we all should be, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely been accused of being a loudmouth as well myself, so I wouldn't worry about that. I think that's a really positive thing, Jim.
Let's talk about your music a little bit. Let's look at your.
Okay, I'd love that. Thank you.
your EP parentheses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read a quote, which I found
Okay.
very very fascinating about that, and this is actually from a article or a magazine out of Poland. It said parentheses offers a kaleidoscope of compositional treats born from a profound musical sensitivity, an original way of conveying emotions. Oh, I'm not done. Parentheses proves that Verity White is a mature artist as a lyricist, a vocalist, as well as a composer. What can you say? How brilliant is that?
That's incredible. When I read that, I was obviously, as you can imagine, completely blown away. I just don't even have words to convey. It's weird. I can come up with words when it comes to lyrics and that kind of thing, but when it comes to someone praising what you're doing like that, it's incredibly hard to come up with a way of actually accepting and appreciating what someone else is saying about you. I mean, it's just, you can't even imagine it. It's like someone has taken your soul and they've grabbed your soul and they've hugged it and they've kissed it and they've made it feel amazing. When you're writing music, it is you putting yourself on a plate. And that when someone takes that and they love it, it's it's unbelievable. It's no feeling you could ever imagine. And having a review like that, it makes you feel like someone understands you, and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I was blown away, as you can imagine.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Tell me, how do you go about? How does Verity White go about when she decides, all right, I'm going to write a song? Does it come from the heart or the feeling, or so you sit down and you say, I'm going to write something? Or how does your process work?
Well, the process is kind of interesting. I'm writing with a really amazing producer at the moment called Alex White, and he's fantastic. He's actually really helping me from a compositional point of view and from a music point of view. He's a really amazing musician and instrumentalist, and is just really helping me come together with some stuff that I'm not able to do on my own. And then when we get that stuff to a point where we feel that there's a song there, that's when I actually start sitting down and thinking, okay, what does this music feel like? How do I feel when I listen to this piece of music? How do I feel? What do I want to convey when I'm hearing this guitar sound or this piano sound or this drum sound? How do I feel? What do I want to put into this? And that's when, at that point, that's when I really sit back and I kind of take stock of my emotions and take stock of the various different things that I've been through in my life. Like, unfortunately, I've had unfortunately, or maybe even fortunately, I've had an incredibly varied and interesting life. And that comes across, I think, in the music and the lyrics specifically that I write, because I'll take that music and I'll then form that into something that is like a ball of emotion. Like, I think that's a raw ball of emotion. And then you form that into something else that then you can put out there, and you hope just one person will find something in that they can relate to, and that they can make them feel better,
Oh, absolutely, I do. And when I heard your music, I mean, I'll be honest, when I heard your music, first of all, and now I'm talking all seriousness, I watched one of your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And you were in a club or something like that, and you were just you and the music.
Yeah.
You were working the crowd, but I could just tell that you were just happy to be there, regardless of how small the venue or how large the venue. You were excited to be there.
That's really true.
So am I wrong with that observation?
No, that's completely true. Like I said, if one person listens to one thing that I've written and they find something in it that makes them happy, that makes me happy. Like, there's no other thing for me than the fact that if I can convey something that makes someone else feel good about themselves, that's my job done,
I'm going to read a quote that I saw. I think I got it off your blog, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It says, the internet it's amazing for bringing people together. It's like, you don't have to go out and, as you say, play a gig night to night. The internet, social media, all of this, collectively together. This is how you heard about me. I heard about you. This is,
True.
How has that made a difference? I mean, sure, as an artist, you want to go out to the clubs. You want to go out to the venues. I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
Because I do. I just get it. But what is this internet, this social media thing done for your career?
Do you know, it's completely turned it around. It's the social media aspect now for musicians is completely different to what it was, say, like 5, maybe 10 years ago. Social media now is a massive, massive thing if you're an artist, especially an independent artist that doesn't have any backing from a label or anything else. You make your own destiny, and you are the one that is in charge of that. And that's actually really, really empowering and an amazing place to be, because if you've got the drive and the determination to do that, you can actually achieve absolutely anything that you want to. And that's incredible. Like, you've never in the history of music been able to be somewhere where you don't need the backing of a label or something else to be able to push yourself out. Like, how else could I get my music played on American radio? That is incredible, right?
Well, we're very humbled to be able to play your music. But you just walked into one of my traps, as I call it. And
No,
not that. That's not that bad. Because I always ask every interview, whether they're a label artist or an independent artist, what would you rather have? Because, and let me preference that.
Okay.
You can have the label, and they will, have the money and the finances to tour you, to advertise you, to do all those things, but you lose freedom of your creativity, if you will. Or you can have all the creativity, all your own say, but you don't have the funds to promote yourself. Which one would you rather have?
Oh my God, that is the hardest question in the world. Are you so mean?
No, I'm just saying this is how I feel because I listen to you. I think you, and I said this on air a couple times. I think you are the full Monty. You've got the full package, but you know, somebody waves $1 million, or in your case, £1 million over here, and says, "All right, I'm going to do this," but now all of a sudden they take away any of your creativity.
Yeah.
You know, so how do you? What would you rather do?
Do you know what? I'd always rather be completely true to myself. I think it's incredibly important as an artist to be true to who you are. And actually, you know what? If that $1 million check, like, happens to luckily tie in to who you are as a person, then you should take it. But do you know what? If it questions you and pushes you into a place where you're not comfortable, then, you know, you need to really think about that. So,
yeah, and you know, I only throw that out there because I ask I swear you can listen to all my, I ask every one of them because there's pros and there's cons naturally, right?
I mean, for sure, I'd love the money, obviously.
Sure,
Who
absolutely,
wouldn't?
yeah, absolutely.
You know?
No, well, I'm with you on that one. Okay, let me see. I'm just got here going through my several research I've done.
You've done a very good job. I've got to give you 10 out of 10 because, like, you've done really well.
Oh,
you've actually read stuff that I've written, like, started. You get 10 points, Jim. I'm going to have to bake you a cake.
Oh, well, you know, here's what I would ask. You just come back and let me interview you again. Or if you get new music, let us play that.
You know what? Anytime, you are more than welcome. My brother actually lives in the States, so, you know, anytime. Brilliant.
Okay, and now I'm going to read before we get out of here, because, you know, we're just having a good time. It says,
sure.
This is off of your, I believe, your blog again.
Uh-huh.
You said, and this goes back to what we were talking about. You said, ever since I was small, I was loud and musical. And then, you said, but in parentheses, yes. You said, but I think my parents would say I was mainly loud. And now, you said, at a level where I really feel like I'm writing the best stuff ever. I'm enjoying it. I'm sharing it. I'm going to kick ass.
I am going to kick ass.
No, some people might find that pretentious. I find that refreshing. Talk about that.
I'm not trying to be pretentious at all. I am the least pretentious person you could probably meet. I think, actually, I've come from a background of having really, really bad confidence problems and real issues with actually accepting that, like, my own self-worth. So the fact that I've come to a point where I feel that I'm sharing something that I think can genuinely help and, can make other people feel inspired and happy, that makes me feel inspired and happy. And that thing is incredible. And that strength and that power is incredible. And to be putting stuff out there that other people are hearing and other people are listening to and can make them feel something. As an artist, that is all you ever want. All you ever want is to put something out there and to make them feel something. Even if that thing is a bad thing, like, seriously, some people are going to hate you. And that is, that's the way it is.
Oh, yes,
but
that's right.
Actually, it's amazing. It's amazing that you can put something there and through the power of technology today, people across the world can hear that thing and can either hate it or they can love it or they can find something in it or they can't. And, that is empowering. As a person in general, that is empowering. And I love that. I love that.
Well, we love that you're hanging out with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to Verity White, our Artist Spotlight of the Week. Go out to our website, www.avradio.org, and check her out. Let her know you heard her right here on American Veterans Radio. It's all right. We love your music. We're going to get back to your music. Tell me a little bit about your acting. What's going on there with all these musicals and all that? Because I love it. I love the little costumes I've seen you in and all that. It's just great.
I know. Yeah. Well, I'm involved in an amazing steampunk production at the moment, which is set in Victorian England. So that's really fun. Lots of corsets. So you all, like, everyone loves a corset, right?
Well, okay.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I'm blushing now. Okay, go ahead.
Stop blushing, Jim.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're having a great time. We're just rehearsing some stuff. It's going to be released on DVD. The musical that I'm involved in that is set in Victorian England is actually amazing. It's written by Clive Nolan, who is actually in Pendragon and Arena. He's a really amazing prog rock artist. So he's written some great stuff, and I'm really, really thrilled to be involved in that. So we've got a CD and a DVD and all that stuff coming out very soon.
All right, how can people go out and buy your music, Verity?
My music? Well, I am online at veritywhite.com, or you can find me on Twitter at WAVR. I'm real friendly, so please look me up, and I promise I will be really nice to you. But also, yeah, just look me up on iTunes, Verity White, or on Spotify or Deezer or Amazon, or basically wherever you like to stream your music. I'm more or less there. I'm like a really bad rash you can't get rid of.
Well, you know what? We don't want to get rid of you right here on American Vintage Radio. You've been excellent. What a treat it has been for me and all of our listeners here to be able to listen to you. You espouse, you really do, bubbliness. I mean, I love that.
Darling, thank you so much, Tim. You're lovely. Seriously, all of the kisses to you guys.
Oh gosh, you're great. Guys, go out to our website once again. Check out Verity White, Artist Spotlight of the Week. Follow her on Twitter, Spotify. Follow on all those social media things, and let her know you heard her right here on American Vintage Radio. You get the last say before we go into your song. Look Inside.
I love you all so much, and this song is all about looking behind the mask of what people wear. So please pay attention to the lyrics, and mega love to you all.
We love you guys. Go out, check out Verity White. Enjoy, and thank you so much.